Well, it's Wednesday, y'all. Hump day. I overslept. I was a bit of a bum, and so I didn't get to dry my hair, and I had to wash it because I haven't washed it since last Wednesday when I had it cut and colored. So you're getting me all. There we go. I watched one of my videos, and my face was way low down like this, and I thought, why am I doing that? So yes, welcome. Today's day 45 of the 100-day creative marathon. How fun is that? Cannot believe it. So yesterday we made some really cute fall signs to go with the fall additions I have for my porch kits. Oh my gosh, I shared this, which is the cutest little wicker vase ever. I'm in love with it myself. It'll be part of the tier 3 kit. And then I came down to clean, and I have been obsessed with Amity Bloom. If you know who she is, give me a little thumbs up or something if you haven't watched her. So inspiring. And she's been doing like these patchwork things. So I came down and I started playing. I wanted to make an envelope for my Loveless Cafe journal from Nashville so that I can start, filling it up with things. But it needs pockets and things to keep, pictures and that kind of thing. And I'd seen her do a patchwork quilt, and she puts lace on it, and she makes it just so stinking cute. I tried to share a link of a book she did out of paper bag, and apparently Facebook only allows me to share 2 links a month. I'm about ready to go bye-bye Facebook. So I may be going online. I may be doing only YouTube for my videos. So yeah, I don't know if I need to figure out if I can send out messages to everybody of a reminder of what we're doing or something that I love. I don't know how to do that, but I'm looking into that. So, but I will drop a link in YouTube for after this in the comments, or go back in and do it in the where I give you information, whatever that is. What's that called? Anyway, so wet hair, and let me show you this envelope, okay? I want y'all just to see it and this place is a wreck, so I got nothing cleaned up. I mean, I went to town. So I've got to figure out how to do a closure and finish it up just a little bit, and I thought I would do that with y'all. So I jumped on here early because I was so excited. So yeah, let's just point down and let me show you this cute envelope that I made. I'm going to try and get all the distracting stuff out of the way. So I want to do another envelope like this, and then a pocket, and just kind of show you how I did it. But this is the finished one. Look at that. Y'all. Look how cute. This is the front. Here's the back. Isn't that cute? I just glued it. She does sewing. I don't sew. I'm going to try. This is the flap, and then here is the envelope. And look, and that's the paper. I love, she always has lace hanging down. We need one thing to go right here. Good morning, Nancy. But isn't this, even if I did make it, it's so cute. I was so inspired by everything, and I was tying it in to the, it actually goes with my other big one, but I think this will be perfect for the Loveless Cafe, because I feel like it's kind of country. We say, we were in old houses, and I picked out so this is a bunch of fabric, I think, and this is a wallpaper, and so I need something to go right there, be it a really cute button, or a little rosette. I mean, we could put that on there like that. And I need to do like a snap or something. I don't know. So I thought I would ask you all for some ideas. But isn't that super duper cute? So it's gonna, I just thought, wouldn't it be fun to pull this out and see what's in it? And I'll show you how I made it. So, because I started harvesting a book, and then I started pulling out all these vintage threads I have, fabrics and stuff that I've gotten from buying kits. And then I did some digitals, and look at this. I think this is from Johanna down, I think she's in Australia. But wouldn't this be cute cut out to make like a pocket or a tuck spot? So cute. All right, now let me show you And I've got some other pages to show you all. Look at those. I didn't know I had those. I was going back through all my printables and I didn't even know I had those. And so then I have some that I want to just put down as blanks on things, and then we'll go in and add cute little other items. Okay, so how did I make this envelope? I first started with one of this. I just murdered this encyclopedia pretty savagely. So let me clear the space and set this aside. Alrighty, that's what I just got a piece of paper like this, okay? Because we're gonna cover it up, it doesn't matter unless I can. Oh, that's cute. I want to use that and keep it. Those quilts, that's cute, and that's cute. Even though they're menaces, as my and raccoons, that's me. These are the funniest little books, and I think, oh no. Okay, we can do this back here. Who wants? I don't want red. I don't care about X-ray or infrared. I'm good. Okay, but I do think that would be a really cute pocket, wouldn't it? Hey, Helen. Hi, honey. How are you? All right, so this is what I'm showing how I put together, okay? And then, look at that. Honestly, a little daisy would be perfect, but I think I've overdone it with the daisies. But I thought I needed this reinforced. I'm so obsessed with this. I thought about it. Oh my gosh, I thought, man, I actually made something really cute. Now, did I come up with the idea? No. So, yeah. All right. You take just any size paper. You can make these envelopes any size you want to out of any kind of paper you got. And you just kind of go up. I just went where the words were, okay, kind of. Here, this is it. So you see, there it is. And then I took another piece of paper and I just went, because this has that awesome middle right there, I just kind of lined it up. And, well, come on, line it up, Beth. There we go. I just tried to get them even somewhere, like that, and then push it down like that. We're gonna cover it, so it doesn't really matter. And you're gonna cut this. All right. And you wanna keep it open until you get everything glued on it. I mean, that would be fun just to leave it as an envelope. But what you end up doing is you glue this to here, and you make yourself a fun envelope that you can decorate any way you want to. She did it like this. I might have done it differently. I don't know. But there you go. So how I did that was you just kind of go in and cut your edges like that. It's not perfect, but you can just keep gluing things over the imperfections, which I feel like is kind of cool. And so I had another one. This is from the other day, from yesterday or last night, and this just plops down. And these are the same. You just kind of glue that in right there. But I decorated it first, and then I well, maybe I didn't. I think I decorated this. I don't remember what I did. No, maybe I just glued it all together. Let's glue one together and let's just see. We'll try. And that's how and then you have it open and you can decorate the whole thing. Isn't that fun? I need to be here for the party. So let's do that. Let's do that right now. And it's kind of fun, and you can decorate with anything. And I just left these holes because I love that. I did a bunch of pages for a journal, and I flipped them so I could have one at the bottom. And to make like pages, I wanted to make just a journal of signatures with all of these like this, and switch it back and forth and maybe pull it out a little bit, let it be a little tall. And how fun, and then just, wouldn't that be fun to have that fluff everywhere? I thought so. Alrighty, I'm using my Fabrifix that I had to give up on. So what I'm gonna do is, let's make this let's have this crease to fold over, kind of like that. And if it's too far, like if it's too close to that, we can always fold this down and make it a little stronger. So, all right, I'm gonna do the back first, and I'll show you how I do it. And I just put glue on this little flap. You could also, I'll show you another little thing, and oopsies. This, you just put that right there, right next to that little fold line. Flip it over. Did I not get it right? No, I didn't. I feel like it's wrong. So, hang on. You can always cut more. That's the beauty. You can go in and cut it. This is just making the page longer so that you can use it, you know? Yeah. And just putting it on that. And fold that down like that. If you want to put a little glue in there, you can. I don't think I did on the other one, but you totally can. I guess you could glue those flaps down. I don't know why I didn't, but I didn't yesterday, last night. I was tired, but then I did get all my recycled papers organized, and I'm going to get those on the website, and I'm gonna put them on sale. So look right there. So then this folds down, and that is too close. So let's just make it a little more reinforced right here and do a little teensy weensy fold. You could trim it if you want to, but it just makes it a little stronger right there for the pocket that we're gonna stuff full of yummy stuff, yummy goodness. And then we'll have your little envelope. And then what you do is you just decorate it however you want to. There we go. And so then I may have messed up with this, but that's okay. It's paper. We can totally make it work. Like so. So there we go. And then you just cover it. So this is the inside. I cover it to about down to here. And then this is the outside that you can cover it with, which then becomes, see, fold it down. This is the part, and there is the pocket. Isn't that fun? And what I did is I just looked at the colors. I knew I have this. I got this from Carmen when I was out there one time, and I thought, I was just thinking patchwork-y, and I just glued that down, and I just kept adding different colors. I pulled out fabric samples that I had, so, and then I found this lace. I think I either bought it or someone sent it to me. How cute is that? I also pulled out sheets that I bought from, you could do all neutrals if you wanted to. You could do just whites and creams and coffee dyed colors. This is fun. I have longer versions of this. You could pull that out, pull out ribbon. You could do this, like if you wanted to do it this way. I think these are all the same, but if you had something different, you could run it up and down like that. You don't have to do it the long way. You can do it however you want to. Dyed seam binding, which is so fun. And then I could even just, you know, I could tie it like this and tie it up, or I could tie it around like that. Or I don't know if I have Velcro, but I hate that because I think it pulls on it. So I'd much rather have, I don't know, like a little insert, or I don't know, something. Maybe we'll put like a little ribbon to go over it like that, and it holds it down, and you have to just kind of put it under that to hold it or something. I don't know. I don't know what I got. So I just need to look, but whatever scraps you have, good morning, Rusty, whatever scraps you have, it went from 2 of these pages to be folded like this. And then we just popped this on top, glued it down, made this. And yesterday, last night, I got together. I could still do something really cute here and did that. And these are just old laces that I have and fabrics. And I also pulled out some doilies. Let's do doilies today. Let's do some paper doilies with this one, shall we? I think that would be really fun. I have coffee dyed ones, which we can use. That's just paint. I don't want to use those. I thought those were my avocado ones. These are coffee dyed. This is just a smaller version. I'm pretty sure all these came from Dollar Tree. This I got, I think, look how cute that is. I mean, if you just wanted to do one big thing, we could do the edges and then put that right there. Or this could be up here and it folds over like that and even leave the ruffles out if you wanted to. How cute is that? Oh, heavens to Betsy, that's just adorable. And then you've got your super cute, I might reinforce with some white fabric underneath it, but isn't that cute? And then I also have some, oh, I brought brads, and maybe we'll do a little punch and tie something through. I don't know, that's an idea. Use crocodile. And I have some vintage doilies. I don't know if you all know about these. I forgot I had them for a while. They are antique. These are Christmas ones. Look at those. Doing something this year. These are vintage square doilies. Is that not? Aren't these cool? I'll show you. I don't know where I got them. But some are round. I have one round one. These are different and they're super fragile. But you know what? They're just going to go to waste. Look at that. I've had them in a box for years. It's time to share them. Isn't that just so cool? Have y'all seen these before? I don't think I'd ever seen them. I got gajillions. I might sell, I could maybe, you know, do a couple of packets of them. I don't know what I would sell them for. I'd have to go do some research, but that would be fun little vintage find for somebody. Isn't that pretty? So you could even do this. We're gonna let the words come through. We don't care. That would be so cute right there. But look how cute it looks if you put it over top fabric. Or you did that. Isn't that fun? I feel like the ruffles are so fun. Like, isn't that, I have a smaller doily, which I have this I might put right here with a cute button on it or something. I cut this out of a, what did I cut it out of? Something, and then I've got this fun doily. Would be cute. Oh, I have, look at this lace trim. I'm going to digitize this. Oh, yes. Aren't they pretty? This might be fun right there. Or I thought about making this a closure, maybe. Part of a closure. But it's all the white. This is cute. This might be cute right there. But I like seeing that, but it needs something. I just don't know what it needs. So, and this is just plain white lace I bought from Amazon, and then I dyed it with my paint. Yeah, with my DIY paint. So, I took some wired ribbon and I pulled off the wire. I didn't use it, but I can. I have some vintage rickrack. Look how cute that is. So, guys, why are we hoarding all this? And so this is one I'm keeping, a journal. So I'm putting stuff in it that I really, really love. But when I have tons of things like this, I'm more than happy to share. So yeah, fun. We could do this. Let's see. Just have a play and see how fun it works out. And it just was so pretty. Last night I was just like, so look how fun that is. Layering it. Isn't that sweet? And this is, isn't that fun? Good morning, good morning, good morning, Andrea and Twisted Art Lady. Tell me, do I know your name? Please tell me your name so I can call you by your name. I am so twisted. And if I know your name and if I should know who you are and you're my friend and I don't know your handle, I need grace. Sorry. Anywho, isn't that cute? So I need to decide, what do we want to do? There's so much, so many directions you can go. I could just pull out, look at this. This would be glorious. Like we could just cover the inside with that. Let's do something like that. Let's do something a little simple. But I will tell you, I love to use my pinking shears and I make them, I trim them so they kind of come out raggedy on the edge a little bit. Also, this has a wire in it. I'm going to pull the wire out. This will look so good. These are going to be in my vacation journal, which I will do a total. Samantha, or Twisted. I can, well, you know, I'm twisted too. So I'm not twisted as much. I'm crooked. So I have a son who's on the spectrum, and I, you know, I was just talking about this yesterday about trying to get him welcome. I don't know if you've been here before, but thanks for coming. He was, so in this world, in public school here, at least in Kentucky, it's a circle world. And if you don't fit into the circle, it's really hard for you. Well, we're kind of rectangles in my house. And I was like, I love that. We're doing that right there. And so, morning, Pat. I'll show you the envelope we're inspired by. I'm inspired by Amity Bloom. Anyway, back to my goal. I was just trying to make an oblong. I wasn't trying to fit into that circle. I was trying to get them, I was just trying to soften the edges so that we could function in the world. Anyway, it was, twisted makes me think of that. We're just a little tilted. And that's okay. And then I had my brain bleed, which really made me quite tilted. So yeah, that was, I'm feeling it. So I'm doing that. Okay, here's the inspiration. She just came. Pat, look at that. Dreadlocks, I'm jealous. I bet you're gorgeous. That's perfect. That's a perfect name. So I'm the twisted one then. It's like crazy twisted. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, how fun. All right, so look how sweet that is. So I was thinking patchwork. Wasn't that fun? I loved it so much. So, and oh, did I get glue on me? And I got wet hair because I was lazy this morning. I am obsessed with Amity Bloom. So this is an envelope that we made out of paper. But let's give this a trim right here. I took the wires out. Let's do that. And so when I don't worry, if it's a little bit raggedy on the edges, kind of looks like it's supposed to be, and the pinking shears kind of help with that, you know, gives you the vibe. Which, okay, my mom had some of these, and they were so hard to cut. Thank you, Rusty. I do too. And it's because, you know, we went to Nashville and we went to the Loveless Cafe. So I'm kind of pulling colors out of this. This was the bag and I made it into the cover. And then the inside this was on the outside of the edges. So I've been using that. And then I just did my signatures and I've started, but oh yeah, isn't that cute? I put a little pocket in there. I'll show you that. So I'm just working on this journal that I'm going to fill up with all kinds of love. And it's kind of blues and greens. It's kind of patriotic, but not exactly. This is perfect for 4th of July. I love to do a floral or and then, yeah, we're going to go there. But then we're going to throw in some pinks and reds and all the things. So look right there. Look how cute that is. It's a little long right there. You can go in and trim it. I might wait. Oh, that's cute. They just frayed on its own. That's fun. I love a good fray. All right. And so now we have the back of, this is the front of the envelope. Well, this is the front. This is the front with a flap, but that's kind of what we see. I just want to tuck these in. Oh, Nancy, that's awesome. Yeah, my oldest is on, he's like a level, okay, he was called Asperger's at one time, but apparently that dude was Nazi. I don't know. Royce told me that because I said he had Asperger's. She goes, we don't use that word anymore. And I was like, okay, why? I was at an IOD thing with her, and Royce said, we don't say Asperger's. Apparently, he was a Nazi, and he did test on autism kids. Anywho, enough on that. I don't know the details, so I just say he's on the spectrum. That way we cover everything. All right, what is in my goodie bag here? Here's a navy. I don't know if I want to go that another big one or not, but I'm just looking. There's a lot of silks down in there, sorry silks, which aren't very flat. I think even though I use this on the other one, I think it'll be fine to use this as well, you know, because it's on the back too, but it pulls in the colors that I like. Isn't that fun? It's okay. It's okay if we're kind of together. Not together. Together or kind of together. All right. And isn't it fun to, man, if I'd known that I could have done this, well, you know, back in my day, we didn't have YouTube. There was entrepreneurship was, you know, not well known. Wasn't. My mom just wanted me to do something safe. I take care of myself, you know. But anywho, here we go. So that was my long story about why I'm crooked. I'm a little crooked. Isn't that sweet? Look at that. Isn't that fun? And so then I did have red from yesterday that I didn't use. Where did I put it? And I do have some red buttons. We might add that on there. I also brought, and I have this red seam binding, which is really fun. I use that. I'm gonna try and just do some different things with it maybe. I brought this yellow. How cute is that? This little yellow ribbon. Wouldn't that be fun? Just going across right like that. I'm gonna say yes. I'm gonna say yes. I'm gonna do it right now. So my Spectrum boy loves movies, so we talk movies all the time. We went, when we were in Nashville, we saw The Odyssey because it was filmed in IMAX. He knows all these details, and we wanted to see it in IMAX, and so I took my two boys, and my 3 nephews that were with us that are 33, 31, 19. I was missing Will, who had to work, which makes me so sad. And then the 31-year-old and the 33-year-old have 5 kids between them from 4 months to 6. And needless to say, we had the best time. Plus, we had a dog, not our dog, but we had Ada, which we love Ada, Miss Ada, my nephew's dog. So greats and nephews, it was about 20 some of us, so much fun. And to see my brother play with his grandsons was like the best thing ever for me. It was like heaven. It was so fun. I mean, I loved it. Okay. What else do I have? I'm looking, this is my little stash in here. I have all kinds of sari silk, but they're so small. I don't know if I want to use them. There's a pink ribbon. Did I use that the other day? There's some pink seam binding. That's cute. This might be fun to sew up and make a little ruffle. Oh, yes. That's what we'll do with that. We'll make a little ruffle out of that. There's this one, which I thought was fun. Did I use this pink? I don't think I did. Let's do this ribbon. But I want to do something maybe do this right here. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. Yeah. Oh, yes, Stephanie, yes. And I like it. I like that I'm a twisted person. I'm cool with it. And so my oldest has sensory issues. My youngest has anxiety and depression. But we did a thing called TMS, transcranial magnetic stimulation, and it was a game changer for him and for us. So that was quite the blessing to do that. Let's do one little row of red seam binding. That looks a little crooked. It is a little, it's because the fabric's crooked, but that's okay. Little seam binding right there, red seam binding right there. I'm making everything a little long, so then we'll trim it. And then we'll put this pink ribbon do that right there. And then we can do this pink ribbon right there. What do we think? Isn't that cute? Okay, let's do this real fast. So who wants to make an envelope with all kinds of stuff now? Anybody feeling it? Anybody feeling it? So my oldest, who is on the spectrum, has sensory processing disorder as well. So we've got a lot going on. And then I had a brain bleed. And so I struggled with sensory issues. I still do. Like, I have to watch myself and listen to my body and, you know, do all the things. Okay, I'm just gonna tuck you over because there's glue on you right there. I think I also need to go in and add some glue right there so it goes together. Well, this is a place for quirky, artsy people. And I'm an old lady, so yeah. Well, I mean, I'm not 60. I'll be 60 my next birthday, and I'm wanting to do a big bash somewhere. I want to go to Scotland with friends. I just don't know how to do it. Anyway, probably won't. Probably, I don't know what I'm going to do for my 60th. I don't know. Honestly, I'd love just to go to a spa on the beach by myself and not do anything. Okay, I'm going to just do a little glue to hold these, tack these down. And then I said I want to do this, but we may put something over top of it, right? We can totally do that. See how that little, the pinking shear just kind of, so you don't have to really worry about going edge to edge. I think it's double. I think it's double. Oh, you're so sweet. No, I'll be 60 next May. I turn 59 in May. So, well, I'm very immature, Stephanie, and I think that has a lot to do with it. I'm a child. In a former life, before I had kids, I was a teacher, and I got my master's. The year I got my master's was the year I got pregnant with my son, and I stayed home with my kiddos, and so then I was a single mom for a while. I'm now remarried, and then I did everything I could to be with my son, who was on the spectrum, and I cleaned houses. I mean, you name it, I did it. I need some kind of silk like this, but not that. That's flat because that's too dark. That's totally gonna ruin the vibe. It's just not gonna go with the vibe we got going on. You know what I'm saying? It's not gonna work. I think maybe we'll just do a little bit of this because it's so cute. Isn't it? Look at that button. I don't know. Oh, I did want to do this check too, though. So let's do that. I think I took this off a bow. Yes, I did. That I'd made. It's just a, or it's like a half a yard or something that I can't use when I make bows. So I'm gonna take the wire out of here so that we don't need that wire. Well, growing up, I'm grown up to the point that I do what I gotta do, and I do have to, you know, go to the doctor and stuff. But, you know, in my heart, like when we have this trip, I go to this trip with my family. We did this 3 years ago at Gettysburg, and I'm looking around, and I'm kind of like, who is in charge of these people? Where are the grown-ups? And it's like, that's you, Beth. You're the grown-up. And I'm like, and I'm looking at my brothers, and I'm like, are we old enough to be taking care of all these people? Are we? I mean, I remember asking my mom, it's like, do you feel like you got it going? Do you understand? Do you have it? And she was like, Beth, honey, I'm 70. She goes, it's 70. I look at myself and I think, where did these knees come from? Whose knees are these? Who did this? And I'm like, okay, good to know. Good to know. She was like, in my head, I'm like, you know, 35. And she goes, then I stand up and I think, who do these knees belong to? Yeah. So she was awesome. Awesome. I love it. Okay, and I love that we've got just a swath of color right there. I will fix that little pink right there, that will fold flap. Look right there. So see? But then look how cute that is. But I'm thinking this would be perfect for one of these vintage laces to go over top of it. But I feel like we need a little something right there. Let's glue this in. Yeah. And let's glue that in like that. And we need something kind of fun. Let's choose what we want to go here. I kind of like that stripy thing right there. You know? Or even covered up like that. That would be cute, wouldn't it? I kind of like how the stripe would be in the center. I'll keep. She sewed all these. My friend did. She serged little bitty squares and then she serged them all together. And I don't even know how she did that. My friend Carmen. That's just nuts to me. Okay, that'd be a cute little piece, but I kind of like this going up like that. So let's glue that down. Y'all see what I'm doing? All of a sudden I felt like it got really quiet. You know, like when you're in church and you're talking to somebody and the song stops and you talk real loud. You're not paying attention like you should be. Okay. I'm going to keep all these little scraps too because they are sweet. And they will be fun to scrap up. And if you cut the envelope part, who cares? Like, where was that? This would be so cute. Like right there. Just gonna go ahead and do it because I love this little polka dotted one. Okay, or is anybody feeling this with me or is it just in my head? Look at that. Hello? My husband works just in that room from me. And I thought he was talking to me. Sometimes he forgets that I go live. I've literally been doing this for 45 days. Took a little break for Nashville because I couldn't get there and had to work and I didn't get... Anyway, that's a whole nother story. So now I just want to we want to do this part so that when you open it up, And this could be, you know, this could have something. I don't want to use that. That's a little too fancy. But how fun would this be going across? Where is this? I dyed this with paint to do like a little lace, just a little lace overage. And I trimmed it with like this one, which is fun. Or I do have a big piece of white lace that might be kind of cool over it. Like that. Or just do a doily on this side and leave it like that. We could even make it this a little tuck spot on there and just do part of it. Ooh, let's do that. That'll be fun. Okay, let's finish this right here. What are we gonna do? Oh, this one. I love this one. And this is just a sheet that I bought at Goodwill and cut into strips. Does anybody else do that? Look at that. That's sweet. Yeah. Isn't that fun? I love that. I love. Does anybody look at sheets when they go? Don't do it if you come to my place. I've gotten some of the sweetest prints from sheets that I can use. And you get so much fabric, y'all, from a sheet that you can do gobs and gobs and gobs of buntings, or oh, here's a strip of this from the other one. Let's put that right there. I love that. This is the wallpaper that I used for this underneath. So let's use this little piece. I had it, or I'm going to put it right here because I want to use every piece of it, every bit of it. Oh, Rusty, isn't it fun? You can find some of the cutest prints. And they're like $3. And they're like, you know, a king size. It's so cool. I'm going to do that. Trim that. Trim that. And then what else do I have under here? I wonder if this would work. That is so cute. I love that. It's a seam binding. Isn't that the prettiest thing? I kind of love that seam binding. It might be fun, like right up here. Don't forget about that. I still have a whole nother rectangle. I could do one of the daisies. I think what I want to do is do one little daisy there to kind of pull it together, but I don't want it to be identical. You know, I'm going to bring other stuff into it. Let's go ahead and add this in here as our little pocket, shall we? And I'm just going to, what did I do with that? My glue is getting all gummed up. Yuck. So if you all have never thought about that, go find you some sheets, and I'm just going to put it around the edge of like a few of these. It's going to totally come through, but it'll dry clear because it's a doily, so the glue will seep through, but it can also be a tuck spot. Okay. Almost finished. I did use the pink there. I feel like I need something right here, and I'm just looking around my place. I wonder if I got like a washi that would go really cute in there. Oh, let's see if we can find a cute. That strawberry is cute. Oh, that might be cute. That might be cute. So it doesn't have to be all the same thing. I'm not making it all fabric. I'm not making it all blue. I'm doing layers of colors. Okay, we're gonna stop at that, Beth. That's plenty right now to choose from. So just make it work. This might be fun right there. It's got a little gold. Maybe I don't need a shimmer. I love the strawberry right here. Maybe put the strawberry right there. Okay, yes. And then I'm going to take this little skinny white, blue and white one. That's flowers. I'll show you. I'll pull it up and show you a closer version. Please go. Do that. Okay, there we go. And just take that like right there. And then all I need is something right there. You know, this is fabric. I don't know. Oh, this would be fun. I forgot I had this, but it's fun. It's a French, it's supposed to be a French measuring tape from a French something. I don't know. Let's do that right there. Perfect. Okay. Cute. Cute, cute. Uh-oh. Okay, so where I'm folding this over, I'm going to show you the issues I'm having with the pink right there. Can you see it's kind of pulling up right there? So that, and now that's cute. Look. Yes. Sheets, pillowcases, they're all separate. And I love bed skirts. They make such good fray, and they have come in linen, and they're pretty amazing. Look how cute that is. We got to do something with this right here, because that looks hideous. That looks terrible. Beth, what have you done? I'll put a little glue in here. Yeah, it's like if you look at fabric, you get so much with I look at tablecloths and sheets, y'all, and napkins, because they're pretty cheap. Because clothing is now a lot more expensive at Goodwill. Oh, look, those stuck right there. Okay, so now I need something to, do I need to glue that? Do I need to glue this pink down a little bit more, maybe? Maybe I just need to let that stick a bit. Okay, so right here, we need something to go right there. That's cute, isn't it? That would be cute. What if I did that and then put on a little red button on top of that? Didn't I just bring the red buttons up? I did, yay. Yay me. I actually did something somewhat normal, correct? We could glue that on top. Oh, wait. We've got this. Let's do a little bit of this pink lacy thing right here on top of it. Like that, and then a little piece of maybe this blue, right like that, and then this little red button, isn't that cute? I kind of like that. I think I'm going to do that. So, okay, let's just layer it up. We made those little, it's from those scraps from Creative Memories or Stampin' Up. I don't remember which one. But all those little dots that I got. And then this little thing. And then I can always go in and sew in a contrasting thread once this dries. How fun would that be? And then put that right there. I kind of love it. What are y'all thinking? Okay, so then I'm going to show you how you put it together. You just glue the sides up. And I do this one right here. You just put the glue on this side, just like you do any envelope. Wouldn't this be a fun Happy Mail? Or I think I'm gonna make a bunch of these up and put them on my website. You can just buy a envelope, a handmade envelope by Beth. That's just what you're all wanting. Kidding, kidding. I'm gonna trim that just a little bit because, is it stuck from glue? Maybe. I need to cut some aluminum foil with these. I think that would help them. And it's kind of raggedy right there. I don't even care. I don't even care. Look how cute. And then you have your pocket to store whatever you want in it. Do you love it or do you hate it? You can totally tell me. I don't care. Whichever one you think. If you don't like it, it doesn't hurt my feelings at all. And if you don't like me, it doesn't hurt my feelings either. I'm totally good. So, guys, it's been a blessing to be with you today. Oh my gosh, we met the most amazing guy last night. Real quick story. We've got to replace the fence in the backyard because it's 21 years old and it's rotting so badly. Like it's falling into our neighbor's yard. So we came and got a price. He was fabulous, this man was. And so sweet, so kind. And he just started sharing his testimony with us, and we had a little come to church on the front porch, which was so much fun. And I loved it and got to, just got to hear his story and everything. So yeah, totally fun. Guys, go out there, be blessed today. Do something for somebody else. Let's be kind. Let's be sweet. Let's be mindful of our thoughts, our words, our deeds, to how we interact with people. And let them think, what they got going on? You know what I'm saying? I found the solution. Show you real fast what I want to do. I'm going to take this white. I'm going to put that right across like that for that seam that's acting up. And I'll glue it right like that. I'll show you. I'll have it for the journal. We'll do a journal. I may do a flip through and then just make a video. I'll just do a video of my flip through of the journal anyway when I finish it. So all I want to do is sit here and make envelopes. So who's got a lot of fabric that everybody tells me to throw away? Who's got it going on now? If you don't have fabric, if you have Canva, you can go to Canva. I did this on Canva. I made all these on Canva. Make yourself some strips. Make a whole sheet of paper. If you have Canva, or get paper. You can do patchwork with anything. You can do it with your paper. Or you can do it with a scrapbook paper. Pull out all the papers that we have. I have so much paper. Or order some Royce papers. So lots. You could do a whole cover of the Royce. You could cover the whole thing with Royce, and then go in and layer all kinds of things you can do, friends. Anyway, go be creative. There's something about creating, and because I think it comes from the creator, so that makes it really good. But just be creative today, even if it's creative in how you cut your carrots or your tomato up, or how you cut up a watermelon. Anyway, be blessed. I'll be back here tomorrow at 10 o'clock for day 46. We are coming up to 50, halfway through the marathon. Who saw that coming? Hey, Tony. Thank you. 103. Oh my gosh. We've had a little bit of a cool spell, so it's been nice, but our heat index has been 105, 104, like before yesterday. I mean, yeah, Yeah, my dog, my Pyrenees, not a fan. Neither is the skinny one, who's a mutt. So she's a designer mutt, and my other one's just a mutt. Alrighty, guys. Go love on your people well today, and know that I'm so thankful that you're here with me and that you watch the replay. If you do, thank you. Please tell me you're watching the replay. And if you're not subscribed to my channel on YouTube, go hit that subscription box. And I'm on Instagram and TikTok and Facebook as well. But Facebook is about to get shunned. They won't let me share links. If I want to share more than 2 links a month, I have to pay for it. Not happening. So I'll be sharing links to Amity Bloom. So that'll be fun. In my stories, I think I can share a link in my stories, and I think I did. So anyway, you all be blessed. Have a great day. And I will be back here tomorrow at 10 a.m. And go be creative, y'all. Let's do something.